Welcome back. 2-0 Cubs lead. Top half of the sixth. Clark, the official team mascot of the Cubs, can be part of your next gathering. From charity events, wedding receptions to birthday parties and grand openings, Clark wants to be a part of it. Email him directly at clark@cubs.com or visit cubs.com/Clark for more information on how to book him, that being Clark, for your special event.
Soler, Coghlan, and Hendricks. I believe they call that the park in the park out there beyond the wall and the bleachers in right center.
Yeah, great.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And it used to be free to sit out there on that berm. I don't know if it still is or not. Might be like $5, but spread out a blanket, let the kids roll up and down the hill. There's a little miniature field over there they can whack a wiffle ball around on.
Ranging to his left, Amarista out at first on a close play.
That ball had some topspin. Amarista had to back up a little bit to get a more convenient hop. I thought Soler would be able to beat it. Turns out it wasn't all that convenient a hop. It was a pretty play, close play, but a correctly called play.
Coghlan with a double and a line out. Espana has settled in after that rough first inning.
The Cubs had a leadoff double in the second, couldn't cash it in. 2-out double in the third. They've had base runners in every inning, but have not been able to play add-on since the first.
Tom Haudricourt, who covers the Brewers for the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, talked to Will Smith and said Smith said he had a mixture of rosin and sunscreen on his arm while warming up in the pen. He forgot to remove it.
Ooh, the old forgot. You gotta get a better excuse than forgot.
Brewers' stance is pitchers everywhere do it to get grips, and hitters actually want it. That's another tweet from Tom Haudricourt.
That too is bogus.
Craig Counsell said his hitters have been hit in the head 3 times this year, and they wished pitchers had better grips on the ball. So,
yes.
So here, I guess here's the issue. If that is all true, then this has got to come up in the next CBA discussions, right? How much are we going to allow guys to do it? If everybody does want it, they've got to change the rules.
Yeah, and I don't think everybody wants it, because if you allow pitchers to take foreign substances to the mound, there's not a hitter on the planet that's going to be in favor of that, because it's not about just getting better grips. It's about doctoring the baseball to create unnatural movement.
On the ground to the first baseman, Solarte, and he'll be Coghlan to the bag. So it sounds like, Brewers and Braves not real happy with each other, but I have to defend Freddie Gonzalez on this one, because if it's blatant and it's against the rules and it gives you an advantage by forcing the other manager to have to use another reliever, I think you have to do it, or your general manager is going to say, Freddie,
plus if and it may be that they've watched Smith and some of his previous outings and watched some of the action on his pitches and said, wow, look at that. I mean, when a guy's doctoring the baseball, typically it moves differently than any other pitch. You know, if the ball is cut, it's going to have unnatural sink, or it's going to have this funky sailing action like a wiffle ball. And people that have been around the game a while are going to recognize and say there's something going on with that baseball. And so it may be with Smith, they had seen that in some video, or some advanced scouts had detected something, or maybe it was just what they saw from him tonight. That coupled with the gloss on his arm. As a manager, absolutely I got to call that guy out.
I don't know, because I haven't seen all the details and quotes, but I think what simply happened is it was that blatant because it was shining in the lights, and the Braves just said, what is that?
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah. So we go to the bottom of the sixth here in San Diego. It's the Cubs 2 and the Padres nothing.
Did I miss out?
No, our sales event is still going on.
I called in sick.
I get it. You don't want to miss the great deals.
Luckily, my boss is out sick, too.
Mitchell?
Sir, I thought you...
What goes on at the sales event stays at the sales event.
Let's look at some cars. Let's do it.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4. Or lease RAV4 for only $199 a month. Hurry in today.
Wow, I got a great deal.
Thanks, Jan.
Feel better now?
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Cubs fans, when the game goes final, stay with CSN for reaction, highlights, and more on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Join us to recap the action and preview what's next for the Northsiders after every game on Comcast Sportsnet.
How's he going up there?
I need more time!
You only get a handful of minutes to start a new life.
We gotta go!
Keep looking! It's gotta be here!
He's coming!
So you grab what you need to get you through.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go have our baby now.
Like keys! I'm so nervous.
As I look out today, I'm moved by your hope for a bright future. A future where student debt crushes your dreams and where you move back home, share a bathroom with your younger sister. In short, good luck. You'll need it.
At Fifth Third Bank, we were curious. Could we help grads find the jobs they want? That's why we're giving away $1 million in job search training. Enter at 53.com/brandofview. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
Welcome back. Wondering how to get to Wrigley Field? Cubs suggest the use of public transportation. See the red line right there? You can take the red line. That works just fine. If you ride your bike, Courtesy Bike Check is located near Clark and Addison. If you drive, free parking and shuttle services on night and weekend games from 3900 North Rockwell. For details, Cubs.com.
Pinch hitter Clint Barmas for Despagne. And as Fowler in center will grab it. One away. Happy 21st birthday, Mike Presnowski. One of the biggest Cub fans I know. Well, a quality start for the Padres, but their starter leaves, at least for now, trailing. And they lead the majors now with 27 quality starts.
Yeah, they must have a fair number of clunkers, too, because their overall starters ERA is not particularly good.
Well, Despagne's last two were really bad.
Clunkers,
yep.
Yeah. Padres, a 4.34 ERA out of their starters, 12th best in the National League.
Fowler will take this one as well. Spangenberg is out. Or Spandau something.
Well,
two outs. It's Derek Norris.
See, that's the thing about Hendricks. As a hitter, you watch him warm up. You're hanging out over there in the dugout, watching him do his thing in the first thing. You know, I can hit this guy. Doesn't throw real hard. Doesn't have this nasty breaking ball. So you go up there in swing mode, and he just carves you up. You want to swing the bat? Okay, here's one. You might kind of like it, but it's just a little bit down. It's got some sinking action. Here comes that changeup to fool you, and the next thing you know, it's a lot of comfortable offers. And he's got 67 pitches with 2 outs in the 6th inning.
It was a cutter. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think this will be the biggest crowd of the series. That's in there. Almost 26 2 nights ago, just over 25 last night. I'm going to go like, 20, 27-5, 28 maybe.
All right.
Would that be a reach?
Seems reasonable. No.
Okay. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and the inning is over. Cubs trying to win the rubber match. leading on the Chris Bryant home run in the first. Still 2-0.
With an 11% rebate for everyone on everything, we can all bring home the American dream. Menards gives you the freedom to save on anything you choose, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Whether you're stocking up, cleaning out, fixing up, or building new, Menards has what your home needs, and you can save 11% on every single item. Hurry in because Menards has an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
The Dodge brothers have always believed that by taking things further and pushing the limits, you can create a brand that grows as fast as it drives. One drive and you'll discover why Dodge is America's fastest growing performance brand. Join us now during the Dodge Memorial Day sales event. Get $2,500 cash allowance plus $500 bonus cash. Plus, loyal owners get $1,000 bonus cash on Grand Caravan.
The Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame presents former accountant Derek Bradley. DraftKings One Day Fantasy Baseball took him from a guy with holes in his underpants to a guy with bikini models in them.
How do they do it?
DraftKings.com. They have one-day games, so you're not locked in. It's like a new season every time you play. And best of all, you could win a shipload of money.
Play with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of MLB. Play with promo code HIT and get free entry in our daily contest. Get to DraftKings.com.
Shot. Welcome back. Follow the Cubs all season with MLB.com at bat. At bat is up to the moment, at any moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcast, statcast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet.
So that is a beautiful shot of Coronado.
Yep.
Point Loma in the background. You ever been out there?
I've been over to Coronado.
Gorgeous.
Once or twice.
It's not Gale Sayers. It's Dale Thayer for the Padres.
That's our first look at Thayer in this series. He's pitched well, 2.95 ERA. He gets 2.58 against him.
He was actually drafted by the Cubs in 1999 in the 47th round out of high school. He did not sign. Eventually signed as an undrafted free agent with the Padres in 2002. It's not like he gave up a lot of money. If you're taken in the 47th round and you sign.
Yeah, you're not cashing a big check. Not unless if you're a draft and follow back in the day.
Right.
And you signed prior to the next year's draft. Maybe.
1-1 on Russell. 1 out of 2.
Not a bad idea to play a little add-on here.
Well, on cue. Gone. 3-0. Good call.
Well, that was a nice swing of the bat. Last time up, he hit that line drive to right field. And we always say, boy, when a guy starts showing the ability to stay inside the ball, hit it hard the other way, good things are going to happen. He shoots a line drive the other way and then yanks this one. Bad breaking ball, a little cement mixer that stays on the inner half. Smothers that ball. That's your Ford home run replay, number 3 for Russell.
His first in 17 days. So the Cubs have hit a couple tonight.
He kind of sneaks up on these guys. If you don't know him, you don't know the resume, you say, well, he's a second baseman hitting 9th. He can't have a lot of power. Doesn't fit the description. He's got plenty of power.
Called strike. It's 1-2. And they get Fowler. And they're not keeping the ball in the ballpark like they used to. So that's first decade plus here in this ballpark versus this season. Time for our Xfinity high-speed action. 2 batters in, 2-run homer.
See if Thayer doubles up inside or if he goes with a slider away. Like sinker down and in, they're going to try. Changeup.
2-2. A lot of rain in Baltimore today, but they did play 8.5, and the Orioles beat the Mariners 5-4. Steve Pearce hit a grand slam. The first of his career. That was in the opening inning. Foul tip, strike 3.
Good work there by Thayer. Mixing the changeup and then elevating the fastball to get Bryant. Chris just couldn't quite catch up to that high heater.
Jacob deGrom at one point today sent down 23 consecutive Cardinal hitters in a Mets 5-0 victory. Lucas Duda went deep twice.
So this team split a 4-game set. The Mets won the opener of the series, a 2-1 ball game, I believe. Then the Cardinals exploded the next 2 nights. deGrom slammed the door today.
Jaime Garcia made his first major league start since June of last year as Rizzo pops out to Middlebrooks. So we're in the late innings. We go to the last of the 7th. The Cubs adding on, now leading 3-0.
At Dunkin', breakfast just got zestier with guacamole made from real avocados, tomatoes, cilantro, and lime. The new bacon guacamole flatbread. Olay indeed. America runs on Dunkin'.
It can be hotter than Death Valley in your attic. But that's still not hot enough to sweat out bugs. Take these boxes. They're not only perfect for storing old yearbooks and pictures.
You find something?
They're also a perfect food source and nesting material for roaches. That's why I identify their favorite snacks, like old books, clothing, wood. Then I seal entryways and use the latest scientific methods. Orkin, pest control down to a science.
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T UVerse TV.
We all scream for ice cream flavored iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts. Try the delicious new Rocky Road, butter pecan, and cookie dough flavors today. America runs on Dunkin'.
3-0. The Cubs have the lead as Kyle Hendricks looking for his first win of the 2015 campaign.
He is Pitched well enough to win at times this year, but this is a dandy he has dialed up so far here tonight. Now he faces 3-4-5 for the third time. So far, it hasn't been much of an issue. And collectively, that group just one hit, a 2-out single by Upton back in the fourth. Kemp here has punched out twice. He's looked bad both times.
Did not get the low strike that time. 1-0 on Kemp. That's a strike. It's 2-1. Wild game in Detroit today. The Tigers had a 5-0 lead. It slipped away. The Astros came back late, sent it to extras, and then James McCann with a game-ending home run as there's a leadoff single for Kemp. The bottom of the 11th. Ball game. And remember, they moved the fence in there a few years ago. They opened Comerica. You had to hit it into the stands.
Kid for the Astros hit his first major league home run in the top of the ninth to tie that ball game. Preston Tucker.
Yep. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Pulled foul.
There's not been a whole lot of hard contact off of Kyle here tonight. Kemp hit his base hit pretty well. That was a bit of a hanger there to Upton. Caught him out front. He got away with it. This will be the first indication of any fatigue. See if that gets anybody going in the Cubs bullpen.
Rockies over the Phillies, 7-3 the final.
Rays beat the A's. David DeJesus hit a home run.
A's are 14-29. See if they can turn it here. They'll get only one.
High bounding ball, and Upton runs well. Not particularly close there at first, but a dangerous situation there with Upton up and a man on base. He's really been swinging it well.
It's Mott and Russell.
And so the A's are 15 games below 500, but their run differential is only a minus 14.
Well, they've lost all those one-run games. Yeah. Popped him up. Castro's got it. 2 outs.
Now, conversely, the Cubs came into play tonight having scored as many as they've given up. So they should be, by baseball's Pythagorean theorem, they should be a 500 club. But they've won a bunch of one-run games. They're 5 games better than 500, looking to go 6 better.
Venable chops to Hendricks. Cloud barely breaking a sweat tonight. He's been terrific. We go to the 8th. Cubs leading 3-0.
On behalf of Southwest Airlines, welcome to Chicago.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, don't everybody get up at once.
Come on. Let's go.
Follow me.
Door.
Seriously, we can't miss you if you don't leave. Once again, we have landed. Welcome. Thank you so much. Come back and see us.
Sometimes flights end before games do. Watch free live TV on your own device. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Now at Chili's, sizzling fajitas grilled to perfection. Fresh is happening now.
Have a Cuervo. Have a sensitive side. Just don't have any regrets. Cuervo, have a story.
Announcing your local Ford dealer's Memorial Day All-Star event. Time to save big on America's best-selling brand of utilities. Now for a limited time, get almost any Ford SUV or crossover with 0% financing for 60 months. Plus $750 cash for qualified Ford and competitive owners. Plus $500 EcoBoost cash on equipped models. Save big on a fantastic lineup of fuel-efficient All-Stars, but only for a limited time. So hurry. The Memorial Day All-Star event ends June 1st.
Tomorrow night, John Lester tries to go 5-0 in the month of May as the Cubs battle the Diamondbacks. Coverage starts at 8 with Cubs pregame live presented by Fields Auto on CSN Plus. From the desert. Sean Kelly is on here in the 8th.
Well, Kelly has had his struggles here. That 8.38 ERA. That's a lot of traffic in 9 2/3. 14 hits plus 5 walks. First year in a Padre uniform after spending a couple seasons with the Yankees. Throws fastballs and sliders. Leans heavily on that slider.
From Louisville, Kentucky, went to Austin P. State, Sean Kelly. Ground ball into the shift. That's the shortstop Amarista. So Starlin now 2 for 4 tonight.
Kelly missed a couple of weeks with the calf strain.
And you know where he spent some time on his rehab assignment?
No.
The El Paso Chihuahuas. Fouled back by Montero.
You see, is it Baseball America doing this logo, minor league logo contest, like a bracketology thing?
I think they do that every year or so, don't they?
I don't know. I just caught it on Twitter.
Where are they? Are they near the end?
Yeah, they were down to like a final 8 the last time I checked. So they got the different brackets. They got traditional. They've got non-traditional. They got like 4 different categories. I've always been kind of partial to the Toledo Mud Hens.
Chattanooga Lookouts for me. Slider and inside on Montero. Got to vote for the Williamsport Crosscutters in the truck.
No screaming yellow parakeets, though.
Was that your made up if you owned a team? That's what you'd call it?
Yeah.
This screaming yellow parakeets.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if parakeets are yellow, if they scream. I don't know. That's been with us, with me since college.
So did you play at Hawaii while you were at AAA?
Never did the Hawaii thing.
Hawaii Islanders. Existed in the Pacific Coast League from 1961 to 87, and I believe teams would go there for an entire week just to save on travel. As Soler grounds out. 1-2-3 go the Cubs in the 8th, but they have a 3-0 lead late.
The road is a funny thing. It's so predictable, but unpredictable. It's calm. It teaches you about life, about death. Where will the road lead us?
Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the ILX.
Summer is loaded with little adventures. So make the most of every sun-filled summer day with a refreshing Leinenkugel Summer Shandy. It's our refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor that says, come on by, without having to say a single word. Our family's been brewing beers in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin for 6 generations. And this one says summer. So grab a summer shandy and join us out here.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with this Sportsnet Central update. Pitching matchups all set for this weekend's Cup Series in Arizona. John Lester will start on Friday. He'll be opposed by Josh Colmenter. Saturday, Jake Arrieta up against Ruby De La Rosa. And on Sunday, Jason Hamill to the bump against Jeremy Hellickson. Stay tuned after the final out as Todd Hollinsworth will join me for the postgame show. Now we go back to the dynamic duo of Len and JD at Petco.
Kyle Hendricks, a strike on Will Middlebrooks. 21st big league start for Hendricks. He's completed 8 innings once. That was in Colorado of all places last year on August 7th. He's gone beyond 7 twice. And this is his longest start in terms of innings this season.
You get to this point in the game, the way Hendricks has carved up these hitters, and he can visualize in his mind before the pitch. You know, if I make this pitch, the way these guys are reacting to my stuff tonight, I'm going to get my little ground ball. Doesn't always work out that way, but you get them. Talk about being in the zone. He's in there pretty deep.
In fact, this is his 8th start this year. He had only gone 6 innings once prior to tonight, and he's into the 8th. Has not hit 100 pitches yet this season.
So
AT&T U-verse multi-view. Pitching coach always an important guy here late as he gets on the phone to the bullpen.
Yeah, well, he's in bonus time now, isn't he? I mean, obviously, if you'd gone to Joe Madden before the game and said, Kyle Hendricks will give you 7 innings tonight, will you take it, or do you want what's behind the curtain? He said, yeah, I'll be happy with 7 innings. He's into the 8th with a shutout.
Ground ball. Russell to first. Safe.
Wow, what a play.
What an effort. I didn't think he had a prayer.
No, you don't see second baseman typically make that play that far out behind the bag, drifting towards center field, because now there's such a long throw to make back across the body.
And he beat it. What an effort.
How far on the shortstop side that ball is.
There's Amorista. Jed Jerko on deck. And ball one.
Yeah, the one thing you have to guard against if you're Kyle Hendricks is getting too far ahead of yourself. You're pitching this beautiful game. You're kind of nearing the end of the line. You've gotten to this point by just taking that one hitter, one pitch at a time approach.
Russell comes in, and they're going to turn it. That's a good aggressive play by Russell. Not to wait back on a ball that wasn't hit that hard, and Amarista runs well. 4-6-3.
Aggressively pursue that ground ball. The little flip to Castro. On to Rizzo. On the ground on my scorecard. Margin of error probably plus or minus 2 is a pretty good chance.
Are you counting double plays as 2 outs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so this logo, they're into their final 4 now, as a matter of fact. So there's the traditional, the oddities, the creatures, and the abstract. And the final 4 now are the Toledo Mud Hens, the Richmond Flying Squirrels, the Biloxi Shuckers, and the Hillsboro Hops.
Aren't the Biloxi Shuckers on the road like for half the season? Because of their ballpark being built or renovated?
I don't know.
55-game road trip.
Oh my, hang with them. Shuckers.
Yeah, just a few we like. The Lugnuts is just a great name. But I think that Lookouts logo is tremendous. A 55-game trip. Double-A affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. Swing and a miss. Hendricks threw 8. We'll see if his manager gives him a shot in the 9th. Whatever the case is, it's 3-0.
Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Why pause a spontaneous moment to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial. He'll tell you it's not you, it's him. But really, it's you. He is the most interesting man in the world.
Stay thirsty, my friends. Wake up in your first home. Wake up in a home with a new address. Wake up in a home with no address. Your dream home evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
Well, I think that's a good sign.
Kyle Hendricks with a helmet on?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he is, well, you know, and Joe Madden would tell you, well, I'm not sending him back out there to reward him because he's pitched well. I'm sending him back out there because his pitch count is right, and he's giving me the best chance to finish off this ball game the way he's going along. Obviously, there'll be guys ready to provide support out in the bullpen. He's talking bunt strategy now here with him if Coughlin reaches.
I don't think he's going to swing. And I think because Joe wants to let him have a shot at finishing the game, he doesn't want him running the bases. And hope he just misses on 4, I guess. Gets to first, but I don't think he wants him standing out there too long. Rondon will be ready if needed. Now, yeah, if Coughlin gets on, they'll bunt.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario. Coughlin reaches and Hendricks moves him along. Here's Corey Mazzoni now for the Padres, a rookie right-hander. Acquired at the end of March from the Mets for left-hander Alex Torres.
And a strike on Coughlin.
Couple good sliders to get started from Mazzoni. Reminiscent of Luke Gregerson in a Padre uniform.
And of course, it goes without saying, we love all the logos of all the Cubs minor league affiliates.
Well, the Smokies made, I think I saw that they made it to the
Tennessee Smokies
round. Yeah.
Called strike 3. I get a little giddy on nights like this, and you have to as well as a former starting pitcher. We never see this.
Yeah, a chance for a complete game shutout.
I wasn't even thinking about the shutout, just the fact that a guy has a chance to maybe finish what he started.
Well, there have been 7 complete games in the National League this year. 7 in the American League. So 30 clubs, 14 complete games. Gives you an idea how rare they are. Talked a lot about Cub hitters accepting their walks. Kyle just accepted his strikeout.
Yep. "98 pitches through 8 shutout innings. No walks, 5 hits. He's struck out 7. So Hendricks has to feel good about winning this game, but I guess the analogy as he starts the bottom of the 9th would be somewhat like a golfer on the 18th hole knowing he's got to pick up a birdie at least. So it's not like he can just get out of the 9th with nobody on base. If he gives up 2 base runners, he's out.
Right.
So if he wants to finish this game, it's got to be a good bottom of the 9th. That's always the goal, but I don't think Joe will give him a long leash.
No, because if you ultimately decide you have to go to Rondon, you want to give him a little wiggle room. So you don't want to run to score and a couple guys on base and then go to Rondon.
So you can't hit the tee shot in the rough and then save it. You got to hit it down the middle.
So the leadoff walk would be like hitting the ball OB.
Right. And oh, by the way, Kyle's a fantastic golfer, and he doesn't even play very much.
He's so good he got bored with it.
Chop foul. Russell gave him a little more insurance with that home run in the 7th off Dale Thayer.
Jin Ryu done for the year. He had surgery on his shoulder.
Yeah, they're banged up beyond the top 2 guys. Picked up by Spangenberg, and the inning is over. So Kyle Hendricks back out for the bottom of the 9th. 3-0 Cubs.
TLX from Acura. Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
This is history in the making. Cortez, 23 years old, first woman in the majors.
Never miss a moment. Get live TV on the go included with AT&T UVerse TV.
There are other luxury cars starting around $29,900. But when put to the challenge, not one of them made this kind of, what's the word? Impact. The Audi A3, the only car in its class to receive both a 5-star overall safety rating and IIHS top safety pick.
So Kyle Hendricks will get a shot at his first career complete game in shutout as he faces the top of the order here. Spangenberg, Norris, and Kemp, with Hector Rondon at the ready in the bullpen.
Well, old school baseball 101 says that Spangenberg should be taking a strike here. Down 3. He's not a power hitter. They need base runners, so that means Rick should be able to be pretty aggressive here, looking for strike 1. He has missed with that first offering. He's not taking anything.
Lined right to Castro.
That's why I qualified that statement with old school baseball 101. Why take pitches when you got a guy in the mound that's pumping strikes in there, right? Might be the hardest ball they've hit tonight.
Norris digs in.
What's a Maddox? Complete game less than 100 pitches?
I think so, yeah.
101 now. Not quite a Maddox, but Maddox-like for sure.
That's number 2. That look has not changed all night.
No, and I was just thinking if he finishes this off, will we get a smile out of him? Because there's not going to be a big fist pump or a whole lot of emotion. Solid professional. Carving up the Padre hitters here tonight.
The 0-1 to Kemp is outside. He overthrew that a bit.
He's not straight from the rubber. He gets the ball back. He looks in for the sign. He's ready to go.
Fly ball to right. Soler has it. Cubs win. Kyle Hendricks with a little half smile. As he and Miguel Montero congratulate one another. 3-0 the final. A 5-hit shutout. And oh, by the way, a night getaway. We're heading to Phoenix. You kind of like the quick game too, and his teammates are going to appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those guys you like to see work on getaway day. But boy, the performance tonight was just spectacular by Hendricks. 5 hits, all singles, very little hard contact. A couple of those base hits, infield hits. He and Montero working nicely together, and now the big smile. He realizes what he has just accomplished. Complete game shutout. And boy, how about when you talk about the future of the Cubs? Brian goes deep, Russell goes deep, Hendricks with the shutout.
Vinny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. First complete game shutout for the Cubs this season. The last was by Jake Arrieta. Remember that gem against the Reds last year on September 16th. But as you mentioned, there just wasn't much hard contact off him tonight.
No, he's such a good pitcher. He understands situations. When he had base runners, that's when he really went to work with that ground ball pitch. Got a couple double plays. Had the changeup going. Had everything going.
We're back with you tomorrow night from Phoenix, Arizona on CSN Plus as the Cubs take on the Diamondbacks. 8 o'clock Central for our pregame coverage. Stay tuned. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live coming next. Cubs win 3-0 the final.
Things move fast around here. Who's got time to look at the fine print? So you see DirecTV's new offer. $19, you think. But after just 3 months, you're paying over $100 a month, and it keeps going up. Turns out you're locked into a 2-year contract that could cost you nearly $3,000. Thinking about DirecTV? Think again.
There's nothing direct about DirecTV. Call Xfinity from Comcast for a great offer and lock in your rate for 2 years.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco spicy chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone, like the memer.
Whew. Eat spicy goodness like a boss.
The selfiers.
So good. Gotta get a selfie. So hot. Got a selfie or selfie.
And the behind the timeser.
This sandwich is the bomb. Raise the roof!
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken topped with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
The experts at Vinny's Beverage Depot can read my mind. They can even read my signs. can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
Kick summer off right with great Memorial Day deals at Lowe's. Like $10 off all paint and primer and stain and sealant in one via online or mail-in rebate. Plus 5 bags of premium mulch for $10. So hurry into Lowe's now for big summer savings.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3. All strike 3.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs Postgame Live.
Welcome to Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. What a gem tonight. 2 hours, 8 minutes as Kyle Hendricks carved up Padres tonight. 3-0 the final. The Cubs' first complete game from a starter. First shutout in a complete game. And Kyle Hendricks, I mean, that's him at his best.
Faced 3 over the minimum, 30 batters. He threw first pitch strikes to 20 of the 30. Was never really challenged at all tonight. Got a couple double play balls. Russell to Castro to Rizzo. Just dominant stuff. Didn't walk anybody. Punched out 7. So much fun to watch this kid pitch because he doesn't overpower you with mid-90s fastball. He just carves you up with precision. Well-placed sinkers. He had that changeup. Had the Padre hitters out in front of that pitch. That little cut changeup from time to time to the right-handed hitters. That one that Kemp was most effective. And, you know, the numbers coming into the start for Kyle Hendricks for the year, not good. This is his first win. He had a high ERA, but it's not like he pitched that poorly. Just an inning or two would get away from him at times, and tonight nothing got away from him. Really, really impressive.
Yeah, Hendricks, our UPS store taking care of business player of the game. You've got to score some runs to win, and it was 2 batters in. Chris Bryant hit the home run, and that's all Kyle Hendricks would need. Our sports authority play of the game.
I remember it took the longest time for Chris to go deep. Now he is settled in. The power is starting to show. That was number 5 for the year. Came after a leadoff walk by Dexter Fowler. He's been on base all the time lately, scoring a ton of runs. And then the add-on home run from Russell later on. And pretty easy win if there is such a thing.
Yeah, and we hear so much about velocity, and in any starting matchup, one of the two guys usually throws about 95, 96, but tonight's matchup was not about velocity.
No, despite not an overpowering guy. I think he touched 93, but he was more relying on movement, and, you know, he came in here, had really struggled his last 2 times out, too, and it looked like the Cubs might knock him out early with that 2 runs in the first, but he settled in, pitched a competitive ball game as well, allowed 6 hits and the 2 runs, and he just ran into the wrong guy tonight.
Our Cholula hot sauce pitching recap. So the Cubs will head to Arizona after this one. And by the way, Jeff Garland did predict a win tonight, and he was right on the money. The Diamondbacks just swept the Miami Marlins in a 4-game series. John Lester and Josh Colmenter. Colmenter was an opening day starter this year.
Yeah, Josh Colmenter was an opening day starter, but he doesn't really fit the definition of an opening day starter. We knew coming into the season that the Diamondbacks were going to have issues with the starting pitcher. That has been the case. They have not pitched very well at all. And John Lester, despite the 2 starts ago after the game where he said, I stink, no, he's been good. He's been really good. He's 4-0 here in the month of May with an ERA below 2.
So the Cubs are 23-17 through 40. The Diamondbacks will be 19-21 going into that game tomorrow night. We're going to join in progress Blackhawks post-game live. The final score as Kyle Hendricks just pitched the best game of his life. 3-0 Cubs, the final. Chris Bryant, the game-winning homer in the opening inning. Smiles all around here in Southern California. Good night, everybody.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Kate!
She can't go alone. Give me your hand! That was close.